A former CIA officer, once disgraced as a traitor, now finds the federal government coming to her rescue. Nada Proudy was vilified in the media as a terrorist, and she lost her citizenship. But now the director of the CIA, the Attorney General, and the Secretary of Homeland Security are intervening in her case. We first reported the story of Nada Proudy last year on 60 Minutes.
I believe in the country. I believe in everything that this country stands for.
Proudy's missions as an FBI agent and CIA officer read like a history of the war on terror. She investigated the bombing of the USS Cole, this attack on Americans in Saudi Arabia. She took part in armed raids in Iraq and helped develop intelligence that led to Saddam Hussein. A stellar career until Proudy's name came up in an FBI investigation. It was 2004. The FBI was looking into whether this Lebanese restaurant owner was sending money to terrorists. It turned out he was Nada Proudy's brother-in-law, and during the investigation, the FBI found that Proudy had a secret, not terrorism, but citizenship. About 20 years before, as a Lebanese immigrant in a U.S. college, she arranged a sham marriage to become a citizen. Prosecutors went after her for that. They never presented any evidence that she was connected to terrorists, but in press releases, they dragged her name into the terror investigation, once even using the word espionage.
One of the New York papers called you Jihad Jane.
That's the Jane that went to Iraq and put her life on the line.
Proudy pled guilty to the immigration violation and automatically lost her citizenship and her career. The judge in the case excoriated the prosecutors, telling Proudy their PR campaign grossly distorted the circumstances of your case. After our 60 Minutes story, she got word that some of the top officials in the government were intervening to make her a legal resident alien. The Director of Central Intelligence, the Attorney General of the United States, and the Secretary of Homeland Security all signed off on this change in your status?
Absolutely. I feel more American today than I ever felt in my life.
What have you learned from all this?
At the end of the day, it's the power of the people in the country. And without the power of the people, without media actually investigating and reporting these kind of stories, we don't have that. That's what makes this country a great country.
Prosecutors say they stand by their case. Proudy told us today she's applied for full citizenship.